So, I think it's safe to say that there are a few Africans growing up who genuinely thought that Jamaica was in Africa. And I am guilty. I am one of those people who genuinely thought Jamaica was an African country. And I remember growing up, my dad used to play Bob Marley so much. And on top of that, the vinyl, we used to call it LPs, the cover was clearly a black African man. So it didn't make sense that if anyone had to tell me, no, this man is not in Africa or from Africa, he's obviously African, but that Jamaica is not in Africa. Made no sense. But I know better now, guys. I'm grown up, but I do know something. So there's this other African country, and they do not consider themselves black. I don't even know if they think they're African. It's a blue flag, and no, it's not Botswana, but maybe if we can swap them with the Caribbean. Just a thought. Use it, don't use it.
What's up, fam? Before we dive into today's story, I just want to thank all my subscribers for showing me love. It's been a tremendous journey. It's been a good one as a creator. You guys have been showing me love, and I do not really take it for granted. I want to thank you guys, and I wish that you all may keep on supporting me. I am so grateful. So guys, on today's video, there are series of Africans who've been thinking that Jamaica is an African country. Myself, I'm included, because growing up, man, I used to know any black man is from Africa. I never knew that there are black men and women outside of Africa. So the first time that I actually got to know that Jamaica is outside of Africa was when I started hearing this news of Jamaicans winning 100 meters races. That's when it clicked in my mind that they're actually not Africans, because in the list of Africans who had won the athletics, Jamaica was not one of the countries. And I was like, Dad, what do they mean that Jamaica is not in Africa? That was the first time that I got to notice that. Because growing up, I felt like the Jamaican music had a lot of Africanness, and Bob Marley, the reggae music, any other reggae song, I felt like the African, man. So the only time I noticed is just like I have explained, during the athletics, when a list was formed of African countries who represented us well. I do not remember where the Olympics was in. I guess it was in England, if I'm not wrong, in the UK. Then I saw the list of African countries that had a lot of medals during the Olympics. So in the list, did not see Jamaica, and I was like, what's the problem? What do you mean Jamaica is not part of this list? So we are victims of that, and at times I wonder how our brothers and sisters are not, like, Jamaica geographically is not in Africa. I just wonder. But now that I've grown up, I get to understand all this stuff. Now I get to know that they actually have the ancestry from the motherland here in Africa, and that explains the connection we have with Jamaicans. That explains why we do love each other so much. I have met a few Jamaicans, and they were so loving. One of the most amazing people I've met. And this just explains why we are one people. Jamaicans say, out of many, we are one people. And I do believe in that. Out of all of us, man, we're just one people. And I love you, Jamaicans, so much. So let us watch other reactions by people who knew, or rather who thought that Jamaica is in Africa. Then we get back before we end this video. Let's watch them.
One thing for sure, Jamaica is in Africa. I don't care what the geographers say, because do you know how much that scarred me when I was 10? Do you understand? I'm sorry.
Make it make sense. How is Jamaica and Haiti not in Africa? How are you not in Africa? Especially Jamaica, come on. When did you guys move to the Caribbean? Is the Caribbean in North America, by the way? I think it's in North America, right? It's not in South America. Anyways, how is it not in Africa? Like, that makes no sense.
Family, believe me, you see all these videos that I have posted right here are of people who passionately do love Jamaica. These videos are done out of a point of love, because we all knew that you all are in Africa, and myself, just like I've told you for the longest time, I knew that Jamaica is in Africa. There is a connection that Jamaicans do have with Africans. It's deeper than even the ancestry thing. You guys are just outside of Africa, but how do I put it? Spiritually, you're like Africans. I look like I'm forcing issues right now, but that's how it feels, because we do love you guys so much. And if I'd want to go to a place outside of Africa that would make me feel at home, would make me feel like in Africa, that would be Jamaica. And that's why in my lifetime, I must fly to Jamaica. That's on my bucket list. And for the longest time, I have always dreamt to go to Manchester, UK, just to experience Manchester United play at Old Trafford. And I felt like if I do that, I shall have fulfilled a lot of things in my life. But now, I just feel like Jamaica is the thing, man. When I go to Jamaica, I'll have a roller coaster of emotions. I'll feel at home. I'll feel like this has been the home I have always wanted to go to, because I already feel the connection between our people and Jamaicans. This is how you know that you all are connected. Everyone loving you guys. Everyone speaking well of you guys. Everyone obsessed with you guys, because right now most of us are talking about Jamaica because we really do love you guys. And there's just a deeper connection, very deep. If you look at our music, we are copying a lot of Jamaican influence in our music. We are singing more of the same things. It's just like we sing in Swahili maybe at time and mixed with English, but we are singing reggae, raga, rhythm, and all that stuff. Here in Africa, especially here in Kenya, we call it genge tone, urban tone, but we have the same feel of music like that of reggae. You know, there is a lot of similarities between us in the motherland and you all in Jamaica. We look the same. If a Jamaican comes to Kenya or to Africa, you'll never notice they're Jamaicans. You know you're one of them because they look just like us. Same to black Americans in diaspora. You guys, I think it's time that we advocate for Jamaicans coming to Africa and Africans going to Jamaica, so that we can get to feel these different cultures. We can get to experience both Africa and Jamaica. It will be a nice culture change, because we are already one people, just divided by different continents. So it's time that we visit each other, we get to celebrate each other, we get to learn from each other, because that's what I believe in, man, right at this point in time. So to all my Jamaican subscribers, one love, man. I love you all. And guys, thank you so much for the support. Kindly do consider subscribing to my channel. You can as well join to be a member. You can also support my channel through super thanks, guys. See you guys in my next video. Goodbye.